Hello, Mr. Hornsby83. This is the Mr. Hornsby83 show, and today kicks off Mortal Kombat month for my YouTube channel. I'll be talking about some stuff on Facebook Live, but I gotta finish my X-Men Legends playthrough Friday, and then tomorrow I'm going to be posting from my Tri-Gen business page how we did at Richwood Flea Market this last time. But first off, let me I seen I got a new subscriber, so I want to thank that person for subscribing to my channel. It didn't say what their name was, but my notification situation has been kind of stupid lately. Like, I don't get notified of something until like 10-15 minutes later. But I'm kicking off Mortal Kombat month with a pretty interesting video. This is a what if video. I haven't done one in a while. And I'm going to be talking about what would have happened, what if Mortal Kombat Devastation did get made. I'll get those in a sec. So let's get right into it. I've done blabbered on in the beginning of the video way too long. But first off, what would have happened what if, Mortal Kombat Devastation would have got made. And it depends on what year it would have came out. Now, if they would have put it out like 2000, or if they would have put it out in 99 or 2000, I'd say what you could have did with that is did a story where it's about Quan Chi becoming the main villain, because Quan Chi is such an awesome character, except for how he's been except for what happened to him in Mortal Kombat X. Quan Chi was a pretty awesome character up until that point, but he got buried in MKX pretty much after being such an awesome character for the MK games, for the MK series in general, for so long. But so I think Quan Chi would have been the main villain if it came out in 99 or 2000. And what his motive is for why he's doing what he did is to get revenge for his master, like his mentor, Shinnok, because they stupidly made Shinnok the father of not only Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat Annihilation. They also made him the father of Raiden, which he got imprisoned, and they could have did something where it's like Quan Chi wants revenge for Shinnok getting imprisoned and all that. Another thing, now if they would have done Mortal Kombat Devastation in 2002 or 2003, then you could have did something with the Deadly Alliance. Like let's say that, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance came out early 2002, and then mid 2002 we get Mortal Kombat Devastation with the Deadly Alliance, and that's Shang Tsung and Quan Chi. Now, another thing that probably would have happened in Devastation if it was made in 99 or 2000 is maybe it would have been Quan Chi. He's such a powerful sorcerer, he could have killed Liu Kang by himself without the help of Shang Tsung, if that was the route they would have went. Another thing they could have did, because they could have had, Quan Chi building up, if they made it in 99, 2000, they could have had a thing where Quan Chi was building up this army. He went to the Shokan warriors to ask if there was anybody as strong or stronger than Goro. Then Kataro popped up and said, yeah, me and Goro were evenly matched. Or I'm stronger than Goro. But they didn't do that. Shoot. I'm sorry, I'm yawning, I'm tired. But Quan Chi's building up this army to take over the Earth realm and, all that. But he ends up getting stopped by Raiden instead of any of the other Earth's mortals. Now, Devastation could have been a good movie if it got made, but it never got made. They ended up canning it, but like I said, you would have to build up Quan Chi as the villain because you had Shinnok stupidly in Mortal Kombat Annihilation. And not only that, he's the father of Shao Kahn and Raiden, which was so stupid. Because you should have saved Shinnok for Devastation, but you didn't do that. Instead, you screwed everything up, and we're at where we're at with the Mortal Kombat. Now, news of a new Mortal Kombat movie. It sounds like they're going to start filming like next year or something. So, we're going to get a totally rebooted Mortal Kombat movie. Totally rebooted Mortal Kombat franchise in the movie. Hopefully they do better than... Even though I like the old Mortal Kombat 95 movie, the first one, and a couple other people do, it was kind of, you know, a lot of critics really panned it and said it wasn't that good, it was blah blah blah, you know, all that other nonsense. You know how critics are. But hopefully they do it right. You start out with part 1 with Shang Tsung being the villain. Then you go into 2 with Shao Kahn being the villain. And it could be a 2 or 3. You can merge Mortal Kombat 2 and 3 together. Now, at the time that Annihilation and the first Mortal Kombat movie was made, you only had 3 Mortal Kombat games at the time. Annihilation came out the same year that Mythology and 4 did, though. So, adding a new character that's a new villain in the 4th game as the father of Raiden and Shao Kahn, and adding him in the 2nd Mortal Kombat movie was totally stupid in the first place. So, that really screwed things up. That made the movie bad. A lot of other things made it bad. But, yeah. Now, though, if you would have followed, though, Devastation, and you could have probably still did the Deadly Alliance thing with Devastation if you made it in 99-2000. Because you could have Shang Tsung, who got freed after the death of Shao Kahn and Shinnok and all that. Then Raiden, you know, Shang Tsung somehow got free. Quan Chi shows up, teams up with him, and they could have killed Liu Kang and everything. But, you know, that didn't happen, and we never got to see a 3rd Mortal Kombat movie because of how bad Annihilation was, and why ultimately they kept trying to get the sequel out, but they kept canceling. I don't even know if the original name was going to be Devastation. I know the last time I heard about 3 was like, I think it was around the time that they had Deception out, and the Deadly Alliance had already been out for a while. So, they might have had plans to call it something else, but they didn't call it anything else. But now you've got 11 Mortal Kombat games now. Plenty of opportunities to make movies and make better movies. And like I said, the 95 one, I believe is a good movie. But then when Annihilation followed it up, it was bad. And I know there are some plot holes and flaws in the 95 movie, but it's not that bad. But, you know, Annihilation really screwed the Mortal Kombat franchise over because 4 wasn't well received. Mythology wasn't well received, and some of that's deservingly so. I believe I think Deadly Alliance and Deception got good reviews, but then you had Armageddon. Then you had Mortal Kombat vs. DC, and those games did not get good reviews. And I freaking did not care for Mortal Kombat Armageddon or Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. I just like, you know, I like Deception. And honestly, that would have been a good way to end the old timeline. You could have ended it like that. But then again, we went and got Mortal Kombat 9 with Shao Kahn winning the Armageddon tournament and moving on. And then they rebooted the storyline, kinda, by doing a time travel theme. And then you got X, which a lot of people like. X, thinking about it, yeah, at the time I was probably just, reviewing it with my nostalgic view of it, but I come to realize I don't like X as much as I initially might have when I first reviewed it. And like I said, a lot of that has to do with me wearing, those rainbow-colored nostalgic glasses for Mortal Kombat. I did like that they did make Shinnok a little stronger, but then he loses to Cassie Cage and Johnny Cage. Now, Johnny Cage I can understand, because in a way he was kind of second strongest next to Liu Kang, apparently. But Cassie Cage just really ruined it. And a lot of the new characters, Kotal Khan, I did not like Kotal Khan in X. Looks like from the trailers and that they're making Kotal Khan better than what they did in X. So, yeah. Now, I haven't got to play 11 yet. I don't know when I'll be able to get 11. I know I said I was going to base this year's Mortal Kombat month around 11. But I don't know if I'll be able to get it this month. I'm hoping to. Get it this month so I can play it. And, get to talk about the game, do the story mode, all that stuff. See if there's any cliffhangers like there was with 9 and X. Because 9 you had Quan Chi talking to Shinnok at the end after Shao Kahn got captured. And then with X you had the whole Raiden thing, so. And please, if you do leave a comment about it, do not spoil anything for me. But, yeah, if the third Mortal Kombat movie would have been made, I think the focus could have been on Quan Chi being the main villain, and he's the one that is trying to carry out Shao Kahn and Shinnok's work, but they never made the third movie, and we're finally getting a new Mortal Kombat movie. It's going to be a reboot, so it's not going to be following the timeline that they set up for the 95 and Annihilation movies. So, honestly though, I would have liked to see a live action Kitaro. Could they have done better than what they did with Goro in the first movie? Because Goro was made out of clay or something like that. Which my friend Eugene's dead. Big Gene used to talk about it all the time. He said that was so fascinating. That fascinated him so much he enjoyed seeing that. Every time he seen Goro, he would talk about that on the movie. But, yeah. I would have loved to see a third Mortal Kombat movie because, one, Annihilation did not live up to expectations. Two, getting something where Quan Chi's finally the main villain would have been awesome because Quan Chi's one of my favorite MK characters. And I hate what they did to him in X. And a lot of it, allegedly, is because he got weakened from all the power he used in 9. And some of the power he used... With all the power he used in 9, and then some of the power he used in X is what weakened him. Which was ridiculous. I mean, he got beat by Sonya Blade. Seriously. That's ridiculous. But who would they have focused on if it wasn't going to be Raiden to beat Quan Chi in the third Mortal Kombat movie? Would it have been Johnny Cage? Would he have been resurrected by Raiden and came back and defeated Quan Chi? And if Raiden can resurrect people, why not resurrect Liu Kang then? Which is something would be weird, but you know how that is. And my dog's barking in the background. Hawk! Freaking dog. But, yeah, I would have loved to see where they went with the Mortal Kombat 3 movie. But we never got it. And sadly enough, hopefully these next Mortal Kombat movies are good. They're not Street Fighter territory where every movie's been made bad. Even though I like the original first Street Fighter movie because That was a good movie. But I did recast that movie. I took Van Damme out of the leading role of Guile and put Kurt Russell there. Because Kurt Russell, I believe, is American. But he could pull off an American accent better than Van Damme can. Even Dolph Lundgren would have made a good Guile, possibly. But yeah, so we didn't get to see a third Mortal Kombat movie, but we are getting a reboot. Hopefully it's better than the last time. And looking forward to seeing when that's coming out and how good it's going to be. So, that being said, that's pretty much it. Like I said, it was a what-if scenario. I haven't done one in a while because I've had all these other themos I started with the Batman month, the X-Men month, and all that stuff. Ugh, jeez, I'm tired. Then you had AEW's big pay-per-view and all that, so yeah. Alright, so that'll do it for this one. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. Follow me on Twitter at MrHornsby83. Follow me on Facebook. I have my TriGen business page. And I got a new fan page, which I just did a Facebook Live on both of them. I did, on my fan page, I did want to talk about what should my Colts take Gerald McCoy. And then I did 2 TriGen, lives from my booth at Richwood Flea Market. Man, I'm so tired and botching everything. But yeah, let me know what you guys think had they made a Mortal Kombat 3 movie. Do you think it would have been Quan Chi as the main villain or what? It depends on when it came out. But let me know in the comments. Thursday I will be doing a video talking about all the years of rumors circulating around almost every single Mortal Kombat game that's came out. Now I have to go back and look at a couple rumors, but there are some rumors that I do remember that I could still remember and I can still talk about. But I'll talk about all those rumors and that Thursday. I'll catch you guys later. My birthday will be Friday, so that's why I'm going to try to do the video. And plus, I've been doing Facebook Lives on Friday again, which I just did my first one this past Friday with X-Men Legends 2. I got to finish. I beat Sinister and Dark Beast. Now I got to go through to get to Apocalypse and beat him. I'll catch you guys later and peace out.